Hi friend, this is Dr. Apurv Mehra, and I will like to extend a warm thanks to all of you for giving fantastic response to Cerebellum across the nation. Now when I look about the times, now the exams are starting, we all want to achieve good results, and I want to tell you very clearly that the determinant for you to achieve something is dependent upon how badly you want it, right? And if you really want to go for it and you wish to have something in life, I will tell you that most of the good things that people have done in their life is by following a very boring routine, right? So get used to the word boring here, all right? You know why boring? Because as long as I remember, I used to get up early morning, and start my day much before my peers would do that. And I had a habit of studying before leaving for the school for 2 to 3 hours, so early hours. And when I had to develop this habit, I was told that by my grandmother that do not try to think that you will be getting up early for your life. Think, let's do it for first 5 days. On the fifth day, I asked her, do I have to do it again? She said, just do it for another 10 days. And I used to get used to it early morning hours when the sun was coming up, the weather was beautiful, the chirping of the birds, and as we grow. And I realized that when I was studying during those hours, they were more productive. Yeah, sometimes I was alone in the morning and it was boring, but about 3 to 4 weeks of this exercise, and I think I started this when I was in standard 8th, and it's been huge. This has practically been with me for almost 28 to 29 years now, and this one habit has made a little difference, I'll say, in my career, in my life. I had time with myself, but trust me, it's boring to get up, but once it becomes a habit, it's beautiful. So get used to boring, because whatever has created great is sometimes boring and most of the time very thankless. For example, Mike Tyson, a great boxer, would get up at 4 a.m. and start running. And he was asked in an interview that you are world number one. Why do you run at 4 a.m. when most of your opponents are sleeping? He said exactly that's the reason. But if the moment I come to know somebody is getting up and running at 4 a.m., I'll start doing it at 3. If somebody gets up at 3, I'll do it at 2. And if somebody gets up earlier, I won't sleep. So remember that these are thankless efforts, but they have always given great results. Get used to boring. The second thing is start low and slow. If you want to do 19 subjects, you just can't say I will finish all 19 in one day. Rather, have realistic, achievable goals in the beginning. Let the things start, and then once you are in the groove, you can up the game a level higher. So go low, go slow, get used to the tune. Number 3, which I believe is something you have to understand. Most of the people will say that, sir, drive nahi hai, motivation nahi hai, the energy is not there. So I tell them that you have to start doing it, start believing it, start acting on it, right? For example, if you do not like to study a day, okay, don't study the whole day, study for 1 hour, maybe study for 1.5 hours. The moment you start doing it, you might like a topic and you might end up studying the whole day. Even a rocket, when it propels, it goes high. 98% of energy goes at the beginning of the propulsion of the rocket. Once it gets into the system, there's nothing more required. So start acting. As you will act, your actions will breed motivation. Your motivation will drive you to consistency. So this is what is the third one, start action. Fourth, as you are doing this, somewhere during the journey, there will be a conflict between the heart and the mind. The mind will teach you that studying every day has always produced great results. The heart will say it's very boring. The mind will tell you that if you learn to revise, you will have fantastic results. The heart will say, Aata to hai, I already know it. What difference will one more revision make? The mind, those who follow, will get out of the mediocre group. So if you follow your mind and listen to it and follow the golden rules of being consistent, being committed, acting every day, staying positive and believing you can do, you will always have better results rather than those who do not listen to their brain. So trust your brain, assess, but your brain, which is guiding you the correct thing, should win over your heart most of the times. So believe in your brain. Work on it. And this is what I want to tell you. So if you do something every day, it might be boring in the beginning, but it will become your habit. Get habitual to action. That will create positivity. Start. And remember, think wise. Believe you can do it. Because once you believe that you can do it, you are going to make it for sure. So what I want to tell you is, it is the consistency that makes all the difference, and these are exactly the ingredients for it. Thank you very much.